everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Jack. Today is another LEGO Weekly News update. There's a lot of new official set images that came out this week, but first let's address this new Star Wars set rumor. Just Too Good revealed on the Eurobricks forum the name and set number of a new Star Wars set. It's called Rebel Combat Frigate, and it is set number 75158. And at this point, that is basically all we know, so the shape of the ship is still yet to be determined. Over at thebrickfan.com, it could be rumored that this will be Ahsoka Tano's ship, the Fulcrum, which basically looks like this blockade runner, except it's got some blue instead of red. And there's also some hopefuls that think the ship could possibly be the larger cruiser like this one, or maybe even the Hammerhead, though I feel like if it was the Hammerhead, it would probably be in the name of the set. I personally hope it is the larger cruiser, as we already have a blockade runner set, and Ahsoka Tano's Rebel Combat Frigate would just be an update to that set and have different colors. But either way, a giant Star Wars set is always welcome here at BrickVault. Summer is basically upon us, and with that, the official images for all the new Summer Wave releases are coming out, and here we have a new Batman set. The official name of the set is Batman Rescue from Ra's al Ghul, set number 76065, and I for one am really looking forward to this particular set. Not just because we have a new Batman minifig in tan, which we've never had before, but we also get a new Batman vehicle, which looks like a dune buggy to me, but we also get our first Ra's al Ghul and Talia. The next official images released were for the Minecraft set. This is the Fortress, set number 21127, and along with the Summer Village release images, I think the Minecraft theme is getting the best improvements for the summer. When you see the picture of the back of the box, you can see just like the Minecraft Village set that the whole thing is really modular, and you can see at the bottom of the box image there, we have 3 alternate builds. Here it is out of the box, and you might not be able to see all the figs too well, but of course we've got Steve and he has gold armor. There are 3 skeletons, a sheep, and this set gives us our very first horse. So Minecraft is definitely stepping their game up, and I'm really happy to see that. And moving on, there are images for I think the biggest Ninjago set of the summer. This is Samurai X Cave Chaos, set number 70596, and this is one very immense build. You can see based on the shape of this build, it looks like an underground layer in the middle of the desert, with the giant top of a skull being the entrance to the cave. Looking at everything outside of the box now, you have an idea of just how much comes in this set. It totals 8 minifigures and 4 vehicles, a massive play area, and tons of accessories. These images first appeared on Amazon Japan, but the most accessible way to check these pictures out are on thebrickfan.com, and I will leave links in the description below. And the last bit of news about what we know is going to come out is actually an interesting set. It's called What Am I? At least I think that's what it's going to be called. An image revealed from Jay's Brick blog shows these 2 kids playing with this minifigure Guess Who style kind of game. I think there are places for 12 minifigures on either side, which makes for a 24 minifigure game in total. Though if it is a Guess Who style kind of game, then I think we'd be getting 12 different minifigs with 1 repeat of each. It's possible this set will be only a LEGO brand store or Legoland exclusive set, so if this set interests you, it'll probably have to be picked up at one of the stores, or you'll have to test your luck at eBay bidding. The nature of its release still remains to be seen, but let's move on. Now we finished off everything that's going to be released in the future, let's check out what's available today. I might have mentioned this before, but the Scooby-Doo Haunted Hollywood DVD is now available. It comes with an exclusive Scooby-Doo fig, and I think he's just got a different printing on his face. The Dimensions Wave 5 expansion pack is now available, and these packs include Bane, Lloyd, but I think my favorite is Slimer. As always, there's going to be a lot of new adventures involved now, and if you want to purchase it on Amazon, we will leave links in the description below. Also, the LEGO Marvel Avengers video game has more DLC, and this week you can now get Doctor Strange. And like most of the other Marvel Avenger DLCs, it unlocks 8 new characters, and you get a whole new level. Alright, that's it for the updates and reveals. Let's move on to LEGO Ideas now. If you don't know what LEGO Ideas is, it's a website in which you can submit your own custom creations in hopes of having it become an official LEGO set. Now this week there were no new sets that reached 10,000 votes, which means no new sets are now put into the review stage. So instead we're going to shamelessly promote our LEGO Ideas set. I've mentioned this a bunch of times before in the past, but once again my brother did create a mini LEGO AT-AT. It scales pretty well with the mini AT-ST and mini Snowspeeder. We made a video of this, and if you want to check out the video or check it out on LEGO Ideas, we will leave a link in the video description below. Alright, now this is my favorite part of the weekly episode. Let's check out some of the cool custom creations of the week. This one is P20 Moto by the Avro brothers, and who knew a Vespa could look so good? It's a pretty large build, and that makes it possible to add some really nice details. I think my favorite of the smaller details are the string piece used as the front brake, and I like the build showing the handlebars and brake levers towards the top as well, plus the kickstands again at the bottom. But what really makes it that iconic Vespa shape is that curved bit in the center. It's a clever bit of building, and it really looks great, especially compared to an actual picture of a Vespa. This next build is called Police Enforcer Mech by Nannan Zhang. Quadruped mechs are nothing new to the world of anime or LEGO, but there's something really nice and stylistic about this particular build. You can see the armor pieces from buildable figures were used on the legs, and I believe that's also a buildable figure piece in the front and center. That and the white curved helmets of the police officers makes for a really cool, sleek sort of style. Here's the mech from the back. I like those gas tanks attached, and that single simple curve towards the top. A very creative build, and Nannan Zhang has an incredible flicker feed, and if you want to see some truly original stuff, I highly recommend that you check it out. Here's a nice little build with a very clever name. This is MOColate Dessert by Luc Byard. This is something you might end up paying too much money for at an extremely fancy restaurant, where the presentation of the dish is half of what you pay for. Here is a simple and delicious looking build with a really great presentation. But if I'm going to talk about great presentation, we've got to take a look at some of these photos by Vesa Lehtimaki. They're all Star Wars themed, and this first one here is called Jabba's Prize. And this custom creation isn't so much about the build, but the atmosphere that's created within the photo. It's expertly lit and somewhat ominous, and these pictures are so cool I'd like to show off just a couple more. This one's called the Ewok Jam, and has both the Ewoks and our jam band from Tatooine, and I'm guessing that teddy bear is a baby Ewok. This one feels like mostly a Photoshop job with the Millennium Falcon, but it nonetheless looks incredible. But this one here is by far my favorite. I for one am not a big fan of getting Legos dirty, but if it's for a photo like this, then all is forgiven. There's a lot of great stuff like this on his Flickr stream, definitely worth checking out. And here's our last custom creation of the week. This gigantic Star Destroyer is called Tyrant. This is a nice Photoshop picture of it, and you might not be able to tell how big it is. So here we have it on a coffee table, which looks just barely big enough to fit this entire build on, but this picture probably shows its scale the best. So not only is this build immensely huge and highly detailed, but the builder Raskolnikov ended up going a little bit further. The entire ship opens up and has a full-fledged interior. Here's the front that has a ship bay, stocked with 2 custom-built TIE interceptors, and a Sentinel-class shuttle. And moving back into the ship, there are just a ton of rooms. There are control consoles and hallways, our roundtable meeting room and the throne room with the Emperor, but I think my personal favorite is the canteen. There's a ton of other stuff going on in this ship, lots of rooms that I didn't mention, and this is a build definitely worth taking a closer look at. So that's it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoy our content, feel free to subscribe, and don't forget to tune in same time next week for another LEGO Weekly News update. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.